Well, that's a look at what is happening in on the African continent, rather. But let's move on with our bulletin. And the situation is still volatile in townships around Tshwane, with reports of sporadic violence. Reports suggest that some residents have returned to streets, resuming protest action. A truck has been set alight in Attridgeville as well.
Now, the city has witnessed widespread arson and violence last night. Protest action turned violent in Attridgeville as well as Mamelodi, Soshanguve and Hammanskraal. Over a dozen auto packs and Patco buses have been torched. A clinic is also reported to have been burnt down in Mamelodi. The entrance to Attridgeville from the VF and Cornwall Road were blocked with burning tyres and rocks. South African Police Service have deployed police officers who are on patrol in Mamelodi, attempting to calm the situation. Some roads are still blocked though this morning, leaving commuters stranded.
Now, we are joined now by ANN7 reporter Kelden Ongmu, who joins us live from Mamelodi in Tshwane. Good morning to you, Kelden. We do know that it has been a struggle for you to get into Mamelodi this morning.
Definitely, Abigail. Traffic was hectic on our way here to Mamelodi. You know definitely the reason why. There are cops everywhere. There's a heavy police deployment. I am here right now in Mamelodi East Extension 5, where last night we were told 23 buses were torched. But I've counted the buses myself here, at least in this area where I'm standing. Behind me, you see the buses. There are 15 buses that were burned down. These are the skeleton of the buses you see. And I'm going to take you around to show the visuals from here just to see, Abigail. This is a place where it's a bus depot. You can see behind me various buses, and these are city-to-city buses that ferries people from one place to another. So this is the bus depot. So this is obviously one of the vulnerable places where the protesters saw that this is the best chance for them to burn these buses. This I'll show you around more. There are more buses here, 3 on this side where I'm taking you around. It's still fresh. Some you can see the smoke is still coming out of some of the wheels here. Just a skeleton of this bus is left here. We've spoken to many people around the area. They say they want the current Mayor Ramokgopa back for the next term. We met this young gentleman here saying that they wanted Ramokgopa to be the mayor for the next term as well. We'll just speak to him. As you were crossing by, we heard you saying you want Ramokgopa back, otherwise this is not going to stop. Can you just speak to us?
Yes, madam. Was so very suspicious yesterday afternoon because of there were 15 people, ANC and COSAS. They burn buses. So much suspicious. It's more than 23 buses. Because of but destroy the government.
But as you were passing by, if I remember, I heard you screaming saying we want Ramokgopa back.
Yeah.
As a mayor. Do you still believe that?
Yeah, we believe because we want him back because he worked very hard for Tshwane, you know. Change everything.
Thank you so much. Again, I will show you, Abigail, Peter, I will show you some of the visuals here. The smoke is still fresh. It's still coming out of these wheels here. The buses, like I mentioned earlier, there are 3 buses here on this side, 3 buses on the other, and there are at least about 11 down on the road. But an eyewitness will speak to him who owns a business here, and he says all this happened right in front of his eyes. Thank you so much for speaking to us, Buti. Yeah. Can you explain to us what really happened, what you saw here last night?
Last night we always do something. I have my business there, and then if the buses is staying like this, I can't work.
Did you see how many people were responsible for torching these buses? Did they do it one by one, or there was a large group of people here?
There was a large of people. It was many people to make it those things.
Are the residents of Mamelodi East?
At the Mamelodi East at Extension 5.
There you go, Abigail. These are some of the residents of Mamelodi East. Some of them say they want the mayor back, otherwise this is not going to stop. But like I said, many political parties, the ANC themselves, they have come out, they have condemned this act of violence, saying, be it whatever reason it is, even if people and residents are disappointed with the mayoral candidate, they must come out. But this is not the way. We are told this is city-to-city buses. PATCO spokesperson have confirmed that out of these 23 3 buses, only 2 buses belong to Patco. So on our way, like I said, Abigail, there are large police presence. We saw protesters burning tires, but here at least people are not protesting. All that is left of this place are these burnt buses.
Amounts of destruction there, as we can see from those visuals. Is there any indication that these people will stop this? Is there a sense that it's done and dusted, or is this likely to flare up later in the day? And have we heard any remarks from the ANC on how they're going to deal with this?
Definitely, Peter, at this very place, Mamelodi East, like I said, in Extension 5, people are peaceful. They said this was not exactly done, but speaking to some, again, there is a contradiction. They say they are not going to stop this, but at this given point of time, I can say there's no one here protesting. There's a large police deployment here. All that is here in this area, these burnt buses. But if we move beyond the street, on the other streets, the people are still protesting. On our way, where the traffic was hectic, we saw in the other areas where people are still burning tires. There are young people out on the street chanting and protesting, but at least this place, the people are on the business as usual.